Fellas, never get left on red ever again and get my free ebook that's only free for limited of time and learn some groundbreaking texting advice. Date Night Stories Volume 1. So look, I'm gonna tell y'all about my crazy ass night, man. Cause I gotta tell somebody. So I'm gonna tell y'all guys. So y'all can pick up a lot of jewels and gems from this shit, man. Cause a lot of people learn from, storytelling. But let's get right into it. So, probably Saturday night, me and my homeboy, we went out. And we went to this one spot where we go to a lot of times on Saturdays. It's like an open bar scene, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of women there, a lot of guys there, you can go there and actually meet some new people. So, I live in East Africa, and especially with that spot that I'm talking about, there's a lot of people who speak English. There's a lot of foreigners, some college people, some college kids sometimes, and it's like from the ages 20 to 28. That's in the environment. So we went there, man, and of course we went there with the intentions of maybe getting some women. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we also have that thing, like, we don't get no women. It ain't the end of the fucking world, man. We're just gonna enjoy ourselves. But if we come across something that we like, or we see something like, we run it down. You know what I'm saying? That's how we are, man. We be on fucking demon time. So we went there, and the shit was kind of a little dead. We didn't really see a lot of women that we really like. So then, what ended up happening was, my homeboy ends up seeing a girl that flaked on him. You know what I'm saying? And these are the same girls that me and him ran down on when we went to Atmosphere. So we was like two men. We both ran. There was two of them, and he ended up dating one of the girls. I got the girl number. You know what I'm saying? We didn't end up dating or whatever, because she was acting kind of weird, and I charged that shit right to the game. And basically what happened was, trying to set up a time to see her. And she's like, oh, this and that, and I'm busy. I don't know. I said, well, okay, when you figure your schedule out, you come holler at me. And I never talked to her ass again. And then we met up. Well, he didn't want to talk to the girl, but I ended up seeing him. And I'm not butthurt. You never be a butthurt little bitch, bro. Like, you should never, ever be mad at a woman and being butthurt, playing passive aggression. Like, I don't do that shit, bro. Like, that shit is just, no bitch can have that type of power over me. And you shouldn't be like that either. You need to check yourself. You acting like that, you need to check yourself. But I digress. Let's get back into the point. So, and they end up seeing me. So I say hi to them. Hey, how you doing? I see the girl. And this is some game for y'all. So when y'all do see a girl that flaked on you or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you kind of can still call this shit out. So I seen her, we shook hands and shit like that. And then I said, yeah, I still stand where I stand at. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you still, I basically told you holler at me when you finally get some fucking time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not sitting here waiting around for this bitch to get time or whatever. After that was it. I ain't want to really talk to her no more. I ain't really not about to give her no fucking, because now you're not getting my attention. You know what I'm saying? You don't get my attention after doing some shit like that. That's the thing. You guys, you shouldn't be mad at a woman for what you just don't give them your attention no more. It's that simple, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can still say hi, say what's up, you see them, and then just, that's it. We ain't about to be sitting there talking and fucking laughing and shit, but y'all about to see what I'm about to say. So then the girl that flaked on my homie ends up seeing my homie. He didn't want to talk to him. He was, like I said, he was being a little passive aggressive towards her. She goes up to him, they start talking, and all this other shit. And I'm not talking to the other girl, because I told her straight up right in her face, like, look, yo, you know what I'm saying? I still stand on what the fuck I said. We had talked when it's on my fucking terms, not yours. So you're not about to say and get free attention from me. I didn't say that, but I just told her, like, we're gonna talk when I get what I want, So, and that's how you gotta be as a man, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be straightforward, let motherfuckers know what it is. You ain't gotta be aggressive. You just be assertive and tell them what it is. Women don't respond to passive aggression. Women respond with passive aggression. That's it. So he over there talking to the girl and shit like that. Then I guess she, and the girl that he talking to, she's actually beautiful as hell. So she ends up charming his ass back into her good graces, and then oh man, he ends up wanting to take them and get food with them and shit like that. I'm just like, bro, no, we didn't come here for these. Like, we were actually going to somewhere else. We were just going in there to get a little drink, and then we was going to a rooftop bar. I'm like, no, bro, like, let's not go get no damn food. But then we end up going up there. I'm following up there. So like I said, I'm still just not talking to the other girl. You know what I'm saying? She just sitting there just third wheeling with them. Like, I'm just on my phone. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm actually answering Instagram questions and shit like that. All type of shit. So my homeboy, he ends up fucking like, oh, why you not talking to her? Make sure you guys check out my audio programs and my courses. And if you want to get my new product that I just came out with, that teaches you sexual charisma, and it also teaches you how to find out if a girl is sexually attracted to you when you first start talking to her, then you know where to go. Click the link in my bio. Shit like that. And I told him, I said, look, I already told her why I ain't talking to her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I told her I ain't mad at her. I ain't mad because I'm not saying I'm just being, but I just want what I want. Like, you not about to, and then I don't know why you even bringing these bitches over. She flaked on you, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't tell him that. I couldn't tell him that in the midst of what was happening, because that's just, it is what it is. So, you know, then she ends up saying, yeah, he's ignoring me. And then she now because she seen that I was, you know, I was really about what the fuck I was saying. Now she backtracking. Oh, you know, it was, I had exams and this and that, and that's why I couldn't have time for you and all that. And I was like, okay, when was that? Like, I asked her, I said, so when were your exams done? Oh, a week ago. So in that week, you didn't fucking think to holler at me or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, look, I ain't mad. I really don't care, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you obviously don't care neither. So, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, I pointed at my homie and the girl that he was with, that he's low-key simping over. And he like, I'm like, how many dates did they go on since they met? They seen each other on 3 fucking dates, which I don't recommend at fucking all. Like, he spent money on this girl 3 times. So she fucked him 3 times and he ain't getting nothing. That's how I look at dates. You getting fucked. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, how many times? She like, oh yeah, 3 times. I'm like, and I ain't seen your ass 1 time. And you talking about, like, I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. She's like, yeah, I even asked about you and shit like that. But, you know, just to not make the situation awkward and shit like that, and her third wheeling, I gave in a little bit for my homie, not for this hoe. You know what I'm saying? I don't even mean to call her a hoe, because she's not a hoe, you know, but not for her ass. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I started talking to her a little bit, you know. She had her hand on my yeah, I asked about you. Like, well, my homie didn't tell me you asked about me, because he came here before by himself and he seen y'all and he said you ain't saying that. They went skating and everything. I didn't even know. And she was saying that she was asking about me and shit like that, but he didn't tell me that shit. So in my mind, she just act like she ain't give a fuck. So, you know, I got on my homie ass about that. Like, bro, why you ain't tell me about that shit? But that's beside the point. So, you know, we start talking just a little bit, but I'm still aloof. I'm still not, you know, I'm still a little distant, because like I said, bro, if a girl, I don't feel like a girl feeling me, I'm not even about to put no energy in it. It's no fucking point. But I'm gonna talk about that later. I'm gonna talk about that point of her not feeling me, because I actually read the situation the wrong way. In a way, I kind of did, but I kind of didn't. And we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about why later in the story. So, you know, my homie ends up paying for the fucking food that they wanted to eat, and I'm just like, why the fuck would you do that? But I'm just, hey, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not simping. If he wants to simp and do all that shit and not get no ass, hey, that's it. That's his problem. You know what I'm saying? One thing I want to tell you guys though is, like, when your homies is simping and shit like that, don't be trying to tell them that they simping, or trying to give them advice, or don't do that, because don't do that shit. If they ask you for advice, or, you know what I'm saying, just be, oh yeah, man, I don't, act like you don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Just, oh man, shit. I mean, when you try to give dudes advice, unsolicited advice, people don't take it. They actually get fucking mad. So, to carry on with the fucking story, so we end up leaving the spot, and he's taking these girls up there to the bar with us when we supposed to be at the bar by ourselves and running down on shorties and shit. So, you know, I'm with the other girl, like I said, because I didn't want to have things awkward with him and his girl, you know what I'm saying? So I'm with the other shorty. So I'm simping by association. I'm with the other girl and shit, you know, we holding hands a little bit, but she's actually still a little aloof and distant, and I don't like that shit at all. I don't like bitches that's aloof and distant and acting like I will stop talking. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, my ego got the better half of me, you know what I'm saying? My ego. And I just stopped talking to her again. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, fuck this bitch. I'm going to go to the other bar. I'm going to find some. And she's not even all that for me to even be trying. Even if she was all that, I still wouldn't fucking do it. Like, my ego wouldn't allow me. Which is why you guys got to have a ego about you. Because certain shit you just shouldn't do. So, we ended up getting to the bar and shit like that. And then it was 2 other girls that was waiting on us at the bar. But they was my homie's friends, the 2 other girls. So I'm with the one girl. Cause she's on me. So I'm with the one girl. We doing our thing at the night. Now this girl is by the other girl that was with my homie friend, the one that was, you know, that told me that she didn't have no time to see me and shit like that. She was by her fucking self, because I was not about to sit here and dick ride this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And that's how, like I said, this actually was fault on my behalf. I'm gonna tell you, like I said, I'm gonna tell y'all why. But she's by herself, you know what I'm saying? And then we actually were with 2 other guys too. We weren't just by ourselves. So I'm with the one girl, you know what I'm saying? We over here flirting, doing our thing. I'm not even paying the other girl attention. So now she's cock blocking my homie because ain't nobody paying her ass no motherfucking attention. So, you know what I'm saying? At first she wasn't, and then my homie was feeling bad for her, so he kind of allowed her to start cock blocking him because he was feeling bad that she was just sitting there by herself and not doing anything. So, you know, the whole night, you know what I'm saying? Not the whole night. Like for some of the night, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there, I'm just flirting with the other girl, kissing her and stuff like that. And she has another friend with her. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I left the other girl alone. She has another friend with her. So, you know, we just talking, doing our thing. Next thing you know, like later during the night, the girl that I'm talking to leaves. She goes on the dance floor, starts dancing. I'm talking to her fucking friend. Now her friend was dancing with one of my with one of the guys that we came up there with. She was dancing with him, just hanging with him the whole night and shit like that. But I started talking to her, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? She asking me, oh, is that your girlfriend or whatever? Y'all in the relationship? I'm like, nah, that's not my girl. You know what I'm saying? We just, when we see each other, sometimes we just, you know, we do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm like, that's not my girl. She's really not. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not lying. So then the girl is like, so she's like, okay, you know, you should be with her. She's a good girl and this all that bullshit. Then I'm like, what about homie right here, the dude you been with? Like, you cool with him? Like, you think he cute? Like, you fucking with him? Like, she's like, oh no, I'm actually not. He's not my type. This and that. I don't even know him. I'm like, what the fuck? What you need to know about him to like him? Is it you like him or you don't? Like, what you need to know? His favorite color? She's like, no, I'm like, well, are you single? Are you in a relationship? She's like, no, I'm single. I'm dating and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, so why you don't like my homie? I'm like, she's not my type. Like, I like guys that when she started describing the guys that she liked, especially by looks and certain shit, this bitch was talking about me. And I'm just like, it's just like the other guy that I'm talking about was gone. It was just me and her at the fucking table now. Everybody was on the dance floor dancing. And then I'm like, she's like, yeah, I like a guy who look like this, has pink lips. And I'm just looking like, bitch talking about me. And I say to her, I have pink lips. She says, yeah, you do. Then she said, well, what if I kissed you right now? I was just like, She starts kissing me, and I let it happen. I'm like, shit, man, I don't give a fuck. Other girl, she ain't my girl. Other girl, by the way, disclaimer, she's a virgin. She ain't trying to give it up. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't care. Like, I really didn't care if I got caught for real. So me and her, she kissing. She's actually a pretty girl. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't ugly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kissing her back and stuff like that. I can't believe she even had the balls to kiss me. She was just, yeah, I'm drunk. She tried to blame it on alcohol. But I will always tell you guys that alcohol is a person when a person is talking to alcohol, this is a person showing you who they really is behind all the social awkwardness and whatever. That's just showing them who they is. If they didn't have all that social awkwardness that makes them stop doing things while they're drunk. So, you know, she kissed me, and this girl kissed me like 5 times, and I'm like, all right, look. She's like, all right, she's like, okay, I'm gonna stop kissing you because I don't want my friend to come over here and she's my best friend and this and that. And I'm like, all right. So then we stopped kissing and stuff like that. Then the other girl come back over here, and then we gotta sit and act like we didn't just fucking kiss like 5 fucking times. And I'm just in there low key, not really in disbelief, because like I said, we all understand female psychology, female nature, but I'm just like, damn, like I was just thrown off. This shit was just low key appalling to me, you know, like it was just unexpected. Like, I didn't expect her to start kissing me, and knowing that out in the open, knowing that she could possibly get caught by her fucking friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? And she was telling me like, yeah, she told me about you and this and that, and oh man. So women, don't tell your friends about a dude, especially if you really like him. Shut the fuck up. Real talk. But let me keep going on with the motherfucking story. So, you know, as the night go on, you know, they end up leaving. Those 2 girls, the girl I kissed and the one I was with, they end up leaving. So then me and my homie, we walked them out, you know, get the cab. They got a cab or whatever. Then we come back upstairs, and I see this one girl staring me in my soul. Like, in my soul. So I'm just like, who is this? And she was alright too. You know what I'm saying? She had a little body on her. So I'm staring her back in her soul. Like, you never, when a girl is looking at you, never show weakness. I'm staring her right back in her motherfucking soul too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking her up and down, all of that shit. Like, yeah, like Like, yeah, like, yeah, I see, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm more, it's more just me, like, yeah, I'm more dominant than you. Like, then she go like this to me. I'm like, all right. So then I'll tell my homie, like, yeah, this girl right here staring at me. I'm about to go get her. And he like, all right, let's go. We went over there. She was with another girl. We started dancing with them and shit like that. I whisper in her ear, here's some game for y'all. When y'all see a girl that's attracted to y'all, man, you don't start going over there, hey, how are you? I went over there. We start dancing with them and shit like that. And then she started twerking that ass on me and shit. And I whispered in her ear. I said, "Yeah, I've been seeing you. We've been eye fucking. We've been having eye sex all damn night, man." Oh man, she starts giggling and shit like that. She touching all on me and like she rubbing her ass on my shit. And the way how we was dancing was so sexual. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how some girls just twerk on you, you just sit there, but me, I was being very sexual with it, you know what I'm saying? While I was talking nasty in this bitch ear. You gotta be like that, bro. This is how you get that sex. You gotta have that sexual charisma. This is how you go from cute to sexy. When you start coming out your mouth, started saying that shit, and you got the body language and shit to back it up, the confidence to back it up, you know what I'm saying? So she like it. I don't even remember what more I said. I was just saying some dirty ass shit. But at the same time, when I was saying this shit, I was telling her like, yeah, man. She's like, yeah, we dancing like this look like a damn pornography. I'm like, we can go home and make one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just rebuttaling her ass. You get what I'm saying? With mad sexual shit. I'm like, look, I'm trying to take you home and slob you the fuck down. That's some shit I was saying. That's what you. I ain't gonna get y'all boys too much X-rated game, man. But you want to learn some more game like that, you better get on my motherfucking my getting her to view you as a sex toy shit, man. It's the type of shit that I put you guys on. So, man, you gonna see how it played out during the rest of the night. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? We dancing and shit like that. But when I'm saying all this sexual shit to her and I want to take her home, I'm very indifferent towards the outcome. Like, I don't really care if she's like yes or no. Like, I really don't care if she like, I really just don't care emotionally. Like, and this had to be an emotional thing. Like, you can't be, oh, I don't really care. Like, saying it. A lot of guys confuse saying shit with actually feeling it. Like, I didn't have to say it. I can feel it. And women can feel your emotions. I have a whole fucking YouTube video on that. So, yeah, so yeah, we dancing and shit like that. She come back and forth like this. She was hooked. Then she asked me something. She said, how old are you? I said, this is what I said to her. I actually stole this shit from a famous YouTuber. What's his name? He a Miami dude. He go around doing it. She said, how old are you? I said, I'm grown. She said, boy, no, for real. How old are you? And I said, I could show you better than I could tell you. You know what I'm saying? I just kept the whole interaction sexual. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that she was responding well to it, I knew that she was fucking with it. Versus if she wasn't responding well to it, I'd have walked the fuck away. Because if a girl ain't sexually attracted to you, you shouldn't even want to fucking deal with her. She gonna waste your fucking time. You know what I'm saying? So she was just like, boy, she was laughing and giggling. So then I ended up, we was dancing and shit on the dance floor. I ended up going to sit down by myself. She ends up keep coming over there, come and talk to me. She bringing me fucking her drink. She want me to drink, all the type of shit. She low key, she was ready to go home with me until something happened. Oh man, let me tell y'all what the fuck. Until something happened. What ended up happening is I ended up seeing this one girl. I'm by myself sitting down, seeing this one girl walk by me, and she looks to the right, and I'm like, oh shit, this the joint that I used to smash. I'm like, oh shit, and she's like, oh hey, how you doing? And I'm like, what's up? And so she comes up to me. I'm like, what's up? She was like, you remember me? And I hit her with this line, and I learned this line from a movie called The Mac. It's an old movie with Richard Pryor in there. She said, do you remember me? I said, I had to lose all the brain cells in my head before I forgot something as fine as you. Bitch melted. Next thing you know, she was over there before she came over there and asked me that. She was talking to some girl who was with some dude. And this girl who was with the dude, she was staring at me all crazy and shit like that. Next thing you know, once the girl came up to me and I was talking to her, next thing you know, the other girl, she comes up. She's like, oh my God, who is this? He's so handsome. Well, actually, no, she didn't say that first. The first thing that came out this girl's mouth, and she said, well, by the way, that's not my boyfriend. I ain't asked you shit. I didn't say that to her, but I was sitting there like, I didn't even ask that. Then she was like, yeah, who is he? He's so handsome. So now I ain't even talking to the shorty I smashed, because I'm not even trying to smash her again. I'm not gonna smash her again. I actually told a story about her before, and it was a story about the girl who asked me for money, and I told her I wouldn't give her no money. You still want to smash? That was her. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't trying to smash her. I'm looking at her friend like right now. This girl, she's from London, but she's still one of the East Africans and stuff like that. She's from London. So yeah, I'm sitting here, I'm talking dirty to her. I'm like, damn, you the sexiest thing I've seen all day. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all too much game, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking her up and down. She's like, oh my God, he's so handsome. You know, so now we talking. She asking me for my number, all that. I don't even know if she knew the girl, and the girl like, no, I'm gonna give it to you. So then they end up walking off and shit like that. Next thing you know, I look to my left. The shorty who I was dancing with at first, who I was eye fucking and shit like that, and I was talking crazy, she over there sitting right in the corner, mad as hell, with a whole mean attitude, mad that these girls came up to me, even though I didn't even tell these girls to come up to me. They came up to me. They was flirting with me. You know what I'm saying? So I go over there. I start saying something to her and shit like that. Nah, she mad. She like, oh no, I'm not coming back home with you because, you know, like, she didn't say that, but I said, so what y'all about? I'm like, so what's going on? She's like, oh no, we about to leave, but we not going with y'all. I didn't even ask her if she was going with me. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? I said, what y'all about to do? I'm like, what y'all doing? She's like, oh no, we just chilling and stuff like that. I'm like, what you thought I asked you? But I already heard what she said. So I'm like, oh, so you don't want to come home with me? She like, I'm like, no. I said, oh, so you don't want to, y'all not coming with us? She like, no, we not coming with y'all. And I said, okay. And I walked away from her ass. I'm not, like I said, I'm indifferent towards outcome. I really don't give a fuck if I fuck a bitch or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really don't care. I don't need no bitch to come home with me to feel good. Nigga, I'll feel good as long as I drop that motherfucking game, as long as I'm comfortable in my motherfucking self. So then, you know what I'm saying, I go back over there. The girl who's with the dude, you know what I'm saying, she comes back. She kept coming back over. She's like, oh my God, you just so handsome. I'm like, and I'm just telling her, I'm like, yo, baby girl, you the sexiest thing I've seen all day. I'm talking that nasty shit. I'm like, yeah, look, I'm telling her, like, yo, I want you to come back home with me. Like, I ain't trying to end my night. But she like, oh, I can't because, you know, my sister here and stuff like that. She like, please just give me a number and shit like that. Please call me tomorrow. Like, I really want you to call me tomorrow. Like, this. But yeah, she kept coming back. I ended up giving her my number. She said the other girl don't want it. She's not going to give me your number. And this, it's just, man, it was raining bitches that night. Yeah, it was raining bitches that night. That's all I can say. But it was really because not only did I look good that night, I was confident. My aura was just on point that night. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't need no bitch to come home with me to feel good. Like, I really didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't. As long as I'm dropping my game down, it really didn't matter to me. So to get back on the story, you know what I'm saying? So then the girl, like I said, the girl that I walked away from, who was initially fucking with me, but she seen me with two bitches talking to me and shit like that and got mad. She comes over to me and the girl. She gives the girl a hug. I still don't know to this day if they know each other. I'm gonna ask the girl once I see it, the London girl, once I see her. And she gives the girl a kiss on the cheek. And I'm giving her a hug and shit like that. This bitch kisses me on the lips right in front of the other girl. I'm just like, oh my God, today is just raining hoes today. You know what I'm saying? I'm just on fire. I feel like Steph Curry just shooting shit like on one of them games. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even really trying like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just chilling. Like, and they could, like I said, they can feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she kisses me in front of the girl. The London girl, like, did she just kiss you? I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, you know her and shit like that? Because the London girl didn't even know that I was talking to her or even fucking with her like that. But yeah, she kisses me on my lips and shit like that. Next thing you know, I'm sitting up there talking to the London girl, you know what I'm saying? We sitting there just flirting and shit. My homies all left me. They downstairs because we had a rooftop bar. They downstairs and they finally called me. I come downstairs. My homie like, yo, bro, what the fuck did you do to that one girl? I'm like, what? I'm like, the one that you was dancing with and shit like that? Yeah, she's mad as fuck. She called you a hoe, this and that. But you know, I'm like, the bitch kissed me before she left out. Like, what the fuck she mad for? She was really mad because not really about the other girls. The fact that I just didn't really care. Like, you know what I'm saying? And she could tell that I really didn't give a fuck. Like, so I wasn't tripping. I was just laughing and shit like that because I really didn't care about none of them. So, I mean, long story short, I didn't get no booty at the end of the night because I really didn't pursue it like that. You know what I'm saying? I really was very indifferent towards it. And yeah, whatever. But it was just raining hoes. And I only got one girl number out of that whole time, y'all boys. Like, I just didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I was just calm and just cooling in my own skin, man. And that's the best feeling ever, because when you're not out, you know, I'm telling the story because when you're not out and you don't feel the need to have to go home with a girl to feel like a man or this to satisfy your ego, and you self-validated and you cool and collected, man, that's when you get them. That's when you get them. That's when you can say shit like, oh, I'm trying to fuck you tonight, because you really don't care about the outcome. You know what I'm saying? And I really didn't care about the outcome and shit like that. And then like you gotta know, you gotta come at it with a demon. I call that shit demon time. You gotta be a fucking player, bro. Women like players, man. They like some dude who got the pimp mouthpiece. My mouthpiece is on point. Like I got so many rebuttals for a woman, it don't make no damn sense. So, but I hope you guys got some value from this game that I just gave you and the story that I told you, man. Yeah, I had a good little weekend and shit like that. Even though I didn't get no ass, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, some of y'all can't even fathom the thought of that. Oh, I need to get some ass. I'm glad I'm not in that. I'm glad I'm not in that prison anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, fellas, man, you know, hopefully you took some value from this, man. This your boy Zay DBE, man. If you don't know what to put in the comment section, put wealth, health, happiness, and abundance, man. I wish you guys nothing but wealth, health, happiness, and abundance, man. And make sure you go to my online shop and check out my products, man. They're gonna help you out more than anything. But and until next time, I'm out. Deuces. Make sure you guys check out my audio programs and my courses. And if you want to get my new product that I just came out with that teaches you sexual charisma, and it also teaches you how to find out if a girl is sexually attracted to you when you first start talking to her, then you know where to go. Click the link in my bio.